Marvin was told to help with some of his aggression
Yeah, it's been a little hectic.
and to help
Ray.
understand some of his problems. He should keep a diary. And you've been keeping a diary?
That's right, Ray.
And now, for our pleasure, he's going to actually read from his diary. Aren't we lucky? Oh, do you have the diary ready?
Yes, I have it right here.
Here
Ray.
he is reading from the diary. It's Marvin.
Dear diary,
Oh.
please help me with Teddy. When Ray,
I'm sorry.
when we drive along the road in the Marvin Mobile, I want to go home and go to bed early so I can be fresh and perky for the morning disaster show. Teddy
Yes.
never wants to go home.
Oh.
Teddy wants to stop at Deja Vu and look at naked women and throw all of our friggin' money on stage. And then the next thing you know, it's 3:00 in the morning. We ain't got any friggin' gas money to get home. Very tragic, really. Dear diary, I love to sip soda pop and chat with the listeners about the stuff that Ray does on the show.
Marvin seems like a wonderful person.
I have very good intentions, and I'm not a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
And Teddy, on the other hand, loves to guzzle beer, grab girls' asses at the bar, and diary, for God's sake, should we castrate Teddy or something to chill the poor bastard out? He's killing me. Help me, diary. The end.
All right. Well, it's another day in the life of
That's
Marvin.
been the whole week in a nutshell.
It's an
Ray.
entry from his diary.
Damn, it's tough to get in here.
We thank you for sharing with us, Marvin.
Indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate. In fact, it was wrong. It constituted a critical lapse in judgment and a personal failure on my part, for which I am solely and completely responsible.
Monica and the president, it's hard to picture how it went. It's all so sad, it makes me laugh. That homely girl on Clinton's staff, she blew, she blew, she blew, she blew, she blew, she blew, she blew. Was a BJ or a Hummer, a good knobber and a chopper, had a mouthful of Clinton soup for Hillary. Looks like the boom was on her knee. He's on TV, and we learn of crooked wee-wee. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Slick Willie is in a mess because the proof is on her dress. Next time's a girl who's not so dense, make sure she swallows evidence. She blew, she blew, she blew, she blew, she blew, she blew. Was a BJ or a Hummer, a good knobber and a chopper. Was a BJ, was a BJ, was a BJ, just a BJ, just a BJ. Yeah.
I know this song.
I went swimming in Lake Springfield. I was looking for a little fun. Now my stomach won't stop rumbling, and there's something wet between my buns. They say I can't go swimming, and they say I can't water ski. All I know for certain is it burns when I pee. I got leptospirosis, and my stomach sure hurts. got leptospirosis. I can't get rid of the squirts. I got leptospirosis. I'm sore when I sit in a chair. I got leptospirosis. Oops, I gotta change my underwear.
Well. Good morning, everybody. It is Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. I'm Ray, along with TJ.
Morning.
Nick will be by in a little bit. Who knows if Nikki will join us? It was nice with Nikki joining us yesterday. That was pretty cool.
Happy you did.
Yeah. Congratulations, by the way, to Adam, who was first in the chat room again today. He was first. The funny thing is, he goes in, and then he was followed by the less thans, Tyler, Steve, Diane, and Fat 420 were the next ones in. And then Tyler goes to the first thing Tyler says is, I was first. Suck it, you losers. That's the first thing he says. And then
that's what you're supposed to do.
yeah, except he wasn't first.
Oh,
Tyler has no room to talk. He spent 3 days in Facebook jail.
Yeah. And
how do those people get into Facebook jail?
because he was he threatened
threatening
to
the life
kill
of Fat
Fat 420.
For God's sake.
He threatened.
You can say the most untruthful thing in the world that would affect someone's health. Yet, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, well, it was during that anti-vax show TJ did.
Not.
They were doing that anti-vaccination show, and that's when he got,
Eat a bag of dicks. I was not promoting no vaccine at all.
Yeah.
You damn well know better.
Yep, that's what happened. And then they booted him out for just because I think it was just because he was going along with the others on the show. But
Yeah. See, when you write stuff like that, you have to mix in numbers that kind of look like letters, so it fools the algorithm.
yeah. By the way, Diane says she's got news to share. She's very happy, guys. She is now a grandma.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
Yep, that's right. I have grandmas that listen to me now. Everybody.
How's that make you feel?
Old as hell. Oh my God. Yeah. No,
I'm sure
good
you've
for you,
had,
Di- good for
sure
you,
you've
Di-
had
yeah.
grandmas listen to you before.
I have grandmas now that listen. I have grandmas now, but coming in and declaring it is what,
We
is
got
what
some
makes me
guilt.
realize it. No,
We got
Diane,
some gilfs in the house.
no, we have some gilfs that listen every day. That listen all the time. Diane is just the latest grandma to listen to me. I've had grandmothers listen to me for many, many years. But
Be a grandpa.
what I don't have is I don't have like single people that listen. You know what I mean? I don't have
You don't
I
have
don't
hot
have
single ladies
any
in your
hot
area?
single. Yeah. I don't have any hot single women that listen anymore. Or I guess I do, but
Not
but they're
18 to 24 demographic.
yeah, I lost that 18 to
You lost that fresh
I
out of
lost
college.
I lost that demographic many years ago and it ain't coming back. So and Steve says, I'll be a grandpa soon enough. How dare you? I will not be a grandpa anytime soon. However, my niece Whitney, who Whitney lived with us for years, she announced yesterday. I shouldn't say this, but I had heard previously. She announced yesterday that she's going to be a mother. So she and her, that's her husband is my nephew Aaron, who is the betting expert, that was helping me out with the betting stuff. So they're gonna have a kid. Look at that. Yeah, Cindy's a grandma twice. I mean, Summer's a grandma. I mean, I'm just going with people who've been on the show lately, you know. But good for you, Diane. Awesome. Yeah, so did you see my wedding last night? Did you see that my wedding, TJ? I went and bragged about it on Facebook for a little bit.
No, I saw that you were bragging, and I just ignored it. Went to sleep.
I put the picture up and everything. I won.
I won. Great bragging again, trying to be like Nick.
I won 2 parlays last night, and they were Major League Soccer parlays, and they were both they were big. I don't usually share numbers, but yeah, they were pretty big. One was an $8 bet, and the $8 bet paid like over $100.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice. I usually try to control my betting, but when I put that, I was so confident about that one, I almost put it up at a $20 bet. Could you imagine if I mean, that would have been like God knows how much money. Yeah.
Decent money.
Yeah. So, oh well. One of these
Hey, wait a
days.
minute. This weekend, this was the weekend that Nick goes to his TikTok swinger party, isn't it?
Yeah.
I leave tomorrow morning.
Hey, he could swing by and get registered for the voting or for the gambling.
Tell him, Dick.
Yeah. Get himself ready to go. Yeah, I won. And by the way, that was the MLS pick that I put in the Patreon yesterday. Like I set out my Patreon stuff, and I said, hey, also make this MLS parlay. And I actually gave everybody the teams. I gave you the teams and said, pick this parlay. And that's the one that hit for me last night. So I hope people followed it, because they all the games hit. It was huge. So I had a good night. But usually when I hit something that big, I get an email or a message saying, hey Ray, I followed your picks, but I put $50 on it or whatever, and they make me feel shitty. And I didn't get that last night. So yeah, I guess, I hope someone followed it besides me, because I did really well with it. I lost the NBA game, but I won that MLS parlay. It was nice. Oh well.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah. I see Adam was in the chat room talking about his procedure that he went through. I hope it was
curious how that turned out.
Well, they won't know for, when you get a biopsy like that, it takes a while to get, it takes a while to get results. Unless it's horrible, then they tell you almost immediately,
Like as he's walking out. Yeah. Oh, by the way, we bad for you.
Oh, don't leave yet, sir. We have something to talk to you about. You got to sit down first.
We've got to shut this.
And also you have
I think Nick's cutting out
a little bit. Like we got to shove this tube of chemo up your rectum to help you out
before you leave. Yeah.
Right. You got to get a chemo flush.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll give it a week or a couple of weeks or whatever. Hopefully Adam is okay, but he says it wasn't that painful when he went through it. By the way, Steve says he's becoming addicted to watching TikTok videos because Adam said that Nick is going to a TikTok gangbang. By the way, there's no gangbangs on TikTok.
That you can watch anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. There's none you can watch. Hello.
Good morning.
How are you, man?
How
was your procedure yesterday?
It actually went pretty well. They said that it usually can take up to like an hour and a half. Mine only took a half an hour. And they got me in early. So that was kind of cool.
Congratulations, dude. So it was it painful?
I don't know. They knocked me out.
Oh, see, so you were fine. You didn't even you felt nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing, and I'm sharing this at the risk of being embarrassed myself,
Uh-oh.
but why not put this out over the internet? Apparently, when they put you out like that, it makes your whole body relax. So, and this procedure can loosen your bowels.
Oh no.
So when I woke up in the recovery room, I woke up in a puddle of my own diarrhea.
Oh. Oh.
So I did what I could to clean up there at the hospital, which of course was not much. And then when I got home, I immediately jumped in the shower.
Oh my God. So you weren't wearing like a gown or anything? You're wearing your regular clothes?
No, they put you in a gown.
Okay.
But like when I got up, when I woke up, I needed to use the bathroom.
Right.
And no one told me
Oh.
about what happened in the gurney. So I walked to the bathroom. I go to sit down, and like the bottom third of my gown is just coated in shit.
Oh God, this is horrible.
So then after you got home, essentially you finally found out how Fat 420 feels every morning.
That's a Fat 420 shower. He took a Fat 420 shower while he was out.
Yeah, except for I wasn't in the shower to stomp it down. It was just all over.
He was laying on
the
the table.
bathroom. Yeah, I sat down to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, I gotta get this gown off
That's
without it touching me more.
You better be careful talking about this.
We've gone 17 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, when it happened, I was embarrassed for myself, and I'm like, I just started apologizing to all the staff.
Yeah.
I'm like, I am so sorry.
That would be my thing, because you know that they have to clean it. It's, they're the ones that are going to be,
They gotta go put on a hazmat suit.
Yes. That sucks.
Oh, they won't forget you now.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I figured since my procedure went so well, I figured I'd share that little information with you, because I know the other listeners would love to hear the winner of today literally being shat upon.
and we all know that Nick enjoys such stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all know that Nick is a fan of the scat talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
How disgusting. Well,
but yeah, I won't know the results for about a week.
Well,
so, or at least that's what they're telling me. So,
well, let's hope
right.
Let's hope they wait a while.
Yeah, so I should know the results before the Sliders game.
Yeah.
So we'll see if I can share the results for them. It's good news.
Well, I hope so, buddy. I'm praying for you. I'm sorry you shit yourself.
That's okay. It happens, so I'm glad people could laugh at it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you went home and took a shower.
Making people laugh.
You went home and took a shower.
Oh yeah, I took a shower. I threw I know I wasn't in my clothes, but the fact that I had to wear my clothes home with the shower, those immediately went into the washer and dryer. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not doing anything else. I asked my wife to watch the kids. It's like, I gotta do this.
Yeah, gotta clean up. Well, I mean, you could say that you at least did it before the shower.
Yeah.
You did it before the shower, unlike some people.
Yeah.
Who wait until the water?
I still tried to make it to the toilet. It's just when you're knocked unconscious, you can't get there.
What are you gonna do? Adam, it's good to talk to you, buddy. Oh my God.
All right, I'll see you back in the chat room.
Later. Poor guy. That's just horrible. That is just horrible. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Well,
I don't want to imagine.
You got to follow the rules. I mean, don't they tell you before surgeries or procedures you can't eat anything?
To not eat and whatnot?
Yeah.
It's like 12 or 14 hours or something, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's why. So you don't want people shitting on the, during a
Oh, move him under and get him out of here. We have to re-sterilize this room because of the giant turd.
I mean, they do. They got to rub ammonium chloride and all this other shit all over everything when that happens, Yeah, but they tell you not. That's why they tell you not to eat or don't drink anything so many hours before it, Oh, well. Could you imagine those big long Steve would have left it having him? Steve would have left some massive. Steve or Fat
How are you
420.
fantasizing about that? That's what I'm failing to understand at this point.
Steve or Fat 420 would have left giant turds on the table. I mean, it would have been a mess.
Oh, they would have sent Fat 420 into the shower before that cleaned out.
He would have said, "Oh, before I go under the knife, can I get in the shower for a second? What do you need that? What did you do that for? Oh, just nothing. Just need to shower up."
What did you do in our shower?
What are you doing there? Just stopping.
My exercises. It's sex day.
Oh my God, how funny. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why they tell you not to eat. You want to make sure, excuse me. Oh my God. They don't want people passing, removing their bowels out on the table.
They don't want them passing out before passing out.
Yeah. He was probably sleeping and just did it. Oh my God. Those poor people. God bless those hospital people. They're
probably sitting there while they're getting ready to do the biopsy, and they go, "Oh, great! The prairie dog just came out to play."
I imagine there are certain people when they go, "Oh shit!" Like, could you imagine when they see someone like me? They gotta be going, "Oh God!"
It doesn't matter how long he fasted. You know he's gonna shit. Get the pan ready.
Damn, not this guy. I bet his turds are huge. You know what I mean? I bet there's a worry about that stuff.
There is a positive side, though. I mean, if general anesthesia cleans you out, makes you relax like that, you will come out of it feeling like you just had the greatest dump of all time.
I'll be damned.
Think about it.
Popeyes is now doing the
chicken.
No, they're doing I don't know meal. Do you want to know what this is?
Sounds like your experience at KFC the other day.
It's yeah. Except when you go in, this is what they say. When you go into Popeyes, all right. And you don't know what to eat. You just go and you order the I don't know meal. And
what dumbass is going to a restaurant and going, "I don't know what to have. Maybe I should not look at this board. It gives me my options."
Popeyes has offered this, okay? They offered this as sort of a joke, but it's become their most popular menu item.
Oh, Jesus.
And so they offered it, and it was huge. It's for people who go out to eat, and so maybe you're a husband and wife, and the husband knows, I'm going to the Popeyes and ordering a 3-piece with a 3-piece meal with a Coke or whatever. I don't know what they do with Popeyes, but and the wife says, I don't know what I want.
Then you divorce that woman. It's a chicken place. You
Or
order how many pieces you want, and then you pick 2 sides and a drink.
Or she says, I don't know. And they give her
No, you don't say I don't know.
and they give her some chicken fingers or whatever. And it has become Popeye's most successful menu item. How about that?
I can see good and bad to this.
Yeah.
I mean, the good side is it should make the line move a little faster because they're like, oh, I don't know. And then they just slap something together. Here you go.
No,
There's your I don't know meal.
I'll tell you what
I should be allowed to punch you in the face if you say the words I don't know to a chicken place.
I'll tell you what they usually give. I bet what they usually give is just a chicken sandwich. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
know. So they give you one of those Popeye sandwiches. I have had those Popeye chicken sandwiches. Oh my God. They're fucking amazing. You've had the chicken sandwich, right?
Good.
Yeah.
Nope.
You haven't had one? Oh my
Nope.
God. They're
I can't remember
genuinely
last time I had a chicken sandwich from anywhere.
they are genuinely the best chicken sandwich out there. Really. I mean, they're that good. I
love their baked buffalo chicken sandwich. Oh my God.
I mean, I used to like Chick-fil-A. Not such a big fan of their policies towards,
Anything?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like their policies towards anything political, but they had a great chicken sandwich. But now it's Popeyes. 100% Popeyes is the best chicken sandwich out there. Now I'm hearing that this Burger King one is really good, but
Burger King's got a good chicken sandwich.
yeah, I hear
I had that a long time ago.
Yeah.
they've got the new chicken. It's called the
Chicken
King. Yeah, and everybody talks about how good it is. So I don't know, but I know that Popeyes is fucking amazing. The Popeyes chicken sandwich is the best chicken sandwich out there, and usually they just give you a chicken sandwich and like a lemonade or whatever, And but it has become the most popular menu on the Popeyes item is the I don't know meal. So
I can see the good side where it makes the line move a little faster. The bad side is you would have somebody like Nick in the line that's going to punch you in the face for ordering.
What's wrong with you? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, it is like there are places where the menu good enough to where you don't need to sit and look at it.
You can go to Chili's or like Applebee's and be like, I don't know what I think I want tonight. But you're going to Popeyes. It's chicken. Either you order the sandwich, fingers, or a piece meal.
Or the shrimp. Yeah, or the shrimp,
Yeah. It's not rocket science. It's chicken.
Yeah, but this is their new popular item, the I don't know meal.
Like I said, you'd have somebody there like Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I wouldn't go.
You won't see because Nick is too thin and too good to go to Popeyes now.
Yeah, true.
I was never a fan of Popeyes anyway, so
you know what?
Go to the place that has grilled chicken.
I want to go to KFC and be berated like a normal American.
Your fucking chicken breast, your fucking wing. Who the fuck do you think?
I would love to have Nick behind me in line at Popeyes. I'd order a pound of jambalaya just to piss him off.
The best thing about my Popeye,
I'd be like, what is this moron ordering a pound of jambalaya?
The best thing about my KFC story is that the woman was talking about me right in front of me to another person. Who does this motherfucker think he is?
I love it.
Did you go again yesterday?
No, I wish I would have.
Just pull in there and go, I'm back.
Yeah.
The motherfucker that wants to know who the hell he thinks he is.
Yeah,
this time I've got a $5 bill. What can I get for that?
Yeah. Yesterday was a crazy day, so no. But I still have the memory of my Tuesday. Who does this motherfucker think he is? Fucking shit. That was great. I wish I would have that would have been a hit on TikTok. If I would have recorded that and made that public.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Damn. I finally could have had a hit on my hands.
Yep.
Although I got to tell you, I was looking at my TikTok videos the other day, and how did that Cardi B one not get more views?
What, the one where she's talking about cleaning her ass?
Yeah, and it was me reacting to her cleaning her ass, which was, I don't know, it was just funny. I thought, oh well. Good morning. You're on the Morning Disaster.
Hey Ray, it's Adam.
Oh, hey Adam.
We lost the Facebook live feed.
What? There's no Facebook live feed?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened.
Yeah. I got kicked out, and I'm like, okay, I'll just call real quick.
Let me see. Hold on.
Nick forgot to pay the bill.
No, it's still running. It's still on.
That might be you.
Mine said it was live.
No, I'm watching.
There's-
Right now, I'm watching it. I just
Okay, I'll jump back in and see. I'll call you back if it's not running on my end.
Yeah,
It said that you were live, and nothing was running, and everything was silent.
Nuts.
Like I got kicked out of the room.
6:24:21. It's still running.
I'm watching it right now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Maybe it's just my stupid phone.
User error.
Yeah.
Okay.
My buddy. Maybe they put you in jail.
I don't know. I really didn't do anything other than, I told Tyler one of his comments was fucking hilarious, but that would have been it. I promise I didn't say I was going to kill Fat 420 or nothing.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Maybe they found out Adam's one of those. Maybe they found out he's a secret shitter and they banned him or something. I don't know.
It could have been it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We just heard you talking about your diarrhea on an operating table.
Yeah, no,
what do you do in the shower? You're out.
We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Everything's it's all working.
I have a theory. Jason fucked it up.
Yeah, it's probably Jason. Fucking Jason.
It's always him.
Yeah. By the way, Karen earlier, I was just seeing it now. She says she tried the BK Chicken King or whatever. She said Popeyes is better. Yeah. There you go. Popeyes is better.
I always wind up with a chicken sandwich when I go to Popeyes.
I'll tell you the place that I can't. There's nothing on it that I ever want.
McDoobs.
It's fucking McDoubles. Yeah. I go to McDoobs. I never want anything. So I always say, "Oh, just give me the fillet of fish."
Go in there.
Every time I get it, something's fucked up on it.
Next time you go there, you should just go, you know what? Why don't you just fuck up another fillet of fish for me? How about that?
Dude, every single time it's not right.
You send me the picture.
That's why I order everything plain and just add my condiments at home.
Yeah, I just don't like McDonald's. There's nothing there that I like. They don't, it's I've had it all a million times. So it's just not, but here it's the closest thing to me. So on days when I'm not going to eat, and stuff, it's like, I got to get something to eat. Yeah. So I don't go there. You know what I mean? Because there's just
and then
nothing.
They fuck it up. Then they fuck it up. Then I get a picture message. And I'm like, oh, hey, Ray must have sent me that information that he's supposed to be sending me for the broker stuff. Oh, I guess this is it. No, it's another fucked up fillet of fish.
Yeah. And they fucked up another one of Ray's orders. By the way,
God damn it.
I've been there twice in the last, months. Every time I go, they fuck it up. Like every single time I go, it's messed up. Oh well.
Yeah, I always feel my heart sink whenever my wife goes, "Can you get me some McDonald's?" I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Like if she wants Burger King, I'm like, yeah, I can go get you Burger King because I know I'm going to get exactly what I want. Correct. But it's always McDonald's where it's wrong every single time.
I'll tell you. The other thing, I live right next to a McDonald's. Like literally, there's a McDonald's within like 2 blocks of where I live. And it's the closest thing to me. But I can't wait till I move. And when I move, and so the next closest thing to me will be something hopefully good.
I have 3 of them within a 5-minute radius from me.
Yeah, so they're easy,
and they all suck.
But it's still the easiest place for you to go. You know what I mean? Would be a McDonald's. So that's what I have. This is the easiest.
That's why I like Burger King and Arby's better.
Yeah,
I always get exactly what I want.
Arby's and Popeyes.
Yeah. Arby's would be nice. I'd like to live near an Arby's. They've got the meats, but they've also got the salads.
Yeah,
right.
You can't get a fucking salad anywhere.
They've got crinkle fries, which are fucking awesome too.
Yeah,
they're really good.
I try not to eat fries, but a salad and some kind of meat is fine.
30 years later from Arby's, I'm still addicted to the curly fries.
Yeah.
I'd like a Wendy's. No. I'd like to live near a Wendy's. I'd like to live near.
I like to live near a Wendy's just for the breakfast because they got some good breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, never had one, but I will try. I will,
that their honey butter chicken breakfast sandwich.
Oh yeah,
delicious.
Never had one. Yeah,
delicious.
Yeah, so I would like to live near a Wendy's or live near an Arby's. I don't know. I just want to live anywhere. I just want to
down by the river, right?
I live in a van down by the river. Oh well. Yeah. Oh well.
Oh, we wouldn't let you do that, Ray. We'd get a camper for you.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Wendy's still has air conditioning.
Steve says Wendy's has awesome salad. Yeah. I would love a good salad.
They actually have expanded their salad menu.
Yeah.
They've got a lot to offer with it.
Where
now.
McDonald's just cut theirs. They don't have any salad,
McDonald's will be the next one you go through the drive-through and you hear, who the fuck does he think he is?
You see, but they don't. It's like McDonald's is just, they don't do that. They're polite. You know what I mean? They're quick and they're polite. But let's face it, the food is just not, it's never different. And when you're as fat as me, all you want's a salad and some kind of chicken, That's I shouldn't be eating anything else. So I'm fat as a fucking house, you know what I mean? So salad and some kind of grilled chicken. There you go. But the place closest to me doesn't have salad. Just sucks. So it would be nice to live somewhere where I'm rushed for time and where there's a place that just has a salad. I'll just zip through and get a salad. That would be nice.
Don't you have Taco Gringo next to you?
There's one not next to me, but it's if I go down to like Durkin, there's a Taco Gringo there.
You can get a taco salad.
Taco salad. Taco salad is not a salad.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Taco salad.
There's lettuce involved.
Yeah.
There's a lot of protein in it.
That's like I live by the fish place. Where's
Long
that
John
fish
Silver's.
place? Yeah, the Long John diarrhea.
Chicken planks.
Yeah. So I go, I just need some place where I can get a fish or whatever. They go, oh, you live right at Long John's. You live in Long John Silver's. I have never been to Long John Silver's since when I was in my.
Just put you into cardiac arrest now.
When I was in my 20s, I would go by I would go buy a Long John Silver's and get. But man, there's no way I have it now. Good
No,
Lord.
you'd be on the toilet for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
and the next day.
And I'd like to eat without my heart stopping,
If
But
you ever
when I
want
was
to
in
do
my
a cleanse, just go get some Long John Silver's.
When I was in my 20s, I loved Long John
That'll
Silver's.
clear you out.
Did you ever go there? They used to have the no, they still got them in Renault Bucks. This is as long as I've been there, but you order like not just the fish, you also throw some of the whatchamacallit things, and they give you like the crispy
The
pieces.
Crispies.
Yes, the
Yeah.
crispy pieces that get
That's the only
cooked
reason
up
you
when
go.
you have. Yeah, they give you those too. Oh my God! When I was in my 20s, it was amazing. But my 50s, I can't eat that shit. My heart will stop. Well,
You
they
might
just.
have to be rushed in for an emergency procedure.
I was pissed because after I got home, my chicken was cold. Yeah, I mean, Long John's is just too. It's delicious, but it's just too much, So you get to be my age, you don't want to eat it because there's a fear that your body will react to it in a negative way. So I haven't been to Long John
It
Silver's
will
for
reject
many
it in every single way.
Yeah. It's been many years
Oh.
since I've been there.
Time to get all of this out of Ray's colon.
There was a time in my life, like in my when I lived in Peoria, we loved Long John Silver's. My wife and I would go over there and we'd, my wife would say, "Hey, do you want any fast food? Yeah, let's get some Long John Silver's." Awesome. Yeah. And now it's like it's the last place we think of.
Plus, you got to take out a mortgage now to get any kind of Long John Silver's because that stuff is expensive.
Is it expensive? Like I
Oh
said,
yeah.
I haven't been to Long John Silver's. Literally, it's been dozens of years.
I mean, I've got a kid that's moved out, but before for the five of us, it would be like $60 for like a family meal.
No.
And you can go over to Bonnie's and get a takeout that's 30.
There was a time in life when my wife was, and my wife is still beautiful. She's gorgeous. But I'm saying there was a time in our 20s where she just she weighed like 105 pounds tops. And she was just, I don't even know the description. She was so good looking, it's hard to describe. That's, there's not taking away from anything now, but I'm just saying that's how good looking she was. And yet she would go out and get Long John Silver's and for both of us, and we would just come home and and she would devour Long John Silver's with me. And I mean, it would be amazing watching this beautiful, svelte, creature eating Long John Silver's. But that's that when I think of Long John Silver's, that's what I think of. I think of my gorgeous wife devouring it with me, usually while we were drunk in Peoria. And it's you like now now you could actually see the weight going on you as you eat it. In our 20s it felt so right. Like I said, my heart would stop in the middle of eating it. There's no way that I would do Long John Silver's now.
Your heart would stop just smelling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd get a good whiff of it and my heart would go, nope.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things you don't do anymore as you get older. I mean, you don't go out anymore and drink until an hour before you got to go to work and then go to work smelling like it,
But I'm saying in our 20s, we would, and like I told you, my wife barely weighed over 100 pounds, and we would just drink, and we would drink nonstop, and then we'd get Long John Silver's, and and yet everything, there was life was perfect. Now, oh my God, if I suggested Long John Silver's to my wife, she would be offended somehow. How dare you suggest? How dare you suggest Long John Silver's? It's just that. There you go. There's the cruelness.
I would crack up.
The cruelness of time. Oh well, there you go. So for those of you that listening that can still eat something like that, enjoy it. Congratulations, get some Long John Silver's today. Eat up. If you can do it, do it. But I figure most of you are, like me and can't. So oh well. Let's see.
You said you had some news stories today.
Yeah, I had some yesterday that I was gonna do. But I do have new news story. Did you see Britney Spears? There's a whole thing about Britney Spears.
Oh no.
With her father?
Well, no, here's what's going on. She, Britney Spears when she was found unstable, when was it? When did that happen? Like 2007, 2006, whatever.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
They put her father like in charge of her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Conservator.
Yeah. And so he made decisions of, which has saved her a ton of money, by the way. I know that everybody's pretty rough on the dad and so on and so forth. But, I bet it did save her money. However, they found out that there was some weird stuff that you wouldn't even think that her conservatorship was making her do. And she made a statement. She made a statement in court yesterday.
Daddy touchy?
No, not at all. But it was shocking. Because one of the things that they have had her do was they had her put in an IUD, and she has not been allowed to have any kids.
Whoa.
Since all this stuff started. And so the request she made to the court was that she's very much in love and would like to get married and have a baby. And so that was one of the things, that was one of the things that she, in court, that's what she said. She said, can I please get my IUD taken out so I can get married and have more children with my new husband? Isn't that crazy?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she also said that her father should be in jail for the way he's handled her life. You know what I mean? She said she's felt traumatized and abused by people running it, and she wants her conservatorship to end. And she said it's her father is the main culprit of all this sadness. And the father's put out a statement yesterday. The father put out a statement saying, he's so sorry to see his daughter suffering in so much pain. He loves her very much. And, but the stuff it's really sad. She said, she's not able to get married under this conservatorship, and she's not able to have another baby. She says, I have an IUD inside of me myself right now, so I don't get pregnant. I want to take the IUD out and start to have another baby and marry my boyfriend. She goes, the conservatorship won't allow her to go to the doctor and have the IUD taken out.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts? She says, I'm not happy. I can't sleep. I'm so angry. It's insane. And I'm depressed. I cry every day. She also said, in the past, I've lied. When I've told the public that I'm okay and happy, I've been in denial. I've been in shock. I am traumatized. But now I'm telling the truth. Please end this conservatorship. So she's telling the judge now to end it. She says, she says that she wants her father to no longer be in charge of the whole thing. And it's just shocking. I mean, it is shocking to me that they put, I didn't know that you could force someone to get an IUD.
I didn't know that either.
And you could, I had no idea this stuff would go on. And she says she'd like another child, but she can't even have one. She obviously has the means, she's got money. So for her, it's important. And I could not even imagine that. So the people, celebrity friends of hers or people who know her or whatever are like today, everybody's in support of Britney. And they're all, everybody's putting out words to Britney. For example, Justin Timberlake was her boyfriend when she was a teenager, right?
I think so.
Yep.
Timberlake put out things going, we should all be supporting Britney at this time. Halsey or Jessica Biel, who's married to Justin Timberlake, has said no woman should ever be restricted from making decisions about her own body. Halsey, Courtney Love, Mariah Carey, Brandy, Rose McGowan, Cher, Meghan McCain, Sarah Jessica Parker, and more all put out statements yesterday supporting Britney Spears. And the reason that the father was given the conservatorship is people were afraid she was going to hurt herself, 15 years ago. So, they were afraid of it. And that's why they put him in charge, remember? And so even though
she was on that downhill spiral like crazy.
She shaved her head and she was having some kind of fit.
Lots of drugs.
Yeah, and how scary that was for her. I mean, because it looked like the woman was going to kill herself. And I guess financially she could be happy that her father has been in charge. But she wants to live her life. So for Britney Spears, it's like, I hope that they let the woman have her life, and I hope that someone's there to make sure that she's stays stable, But I had no idea. I mean, that just seems cruel to have to force the woman to not get pregnant. Good Lord. That's just terrible. So, yeah, more power to her. Here you go. Here's the least shocking. This was the least shocking thing that I saw, unfortunately, yesterday. Harrison Ford has already been injured
On
and
the
they've had
set
to
of
shut
Indiana
they had to
Jones,
shut down
right?
production on Indiana Jones Part 5.
What? You're kidding me?
Harrison Ford, who's 78 years old,
The 78-year-old man hurt himself and they had to shut down production.
was
That's strange.
he was rehearsing for a fight scene. All right. While rehearsing the scene, he sustained an injury in his shoulder. That will take at least a couple to a few weeks to heal. If you remember, in 2014, when they were filming the new Star Wars, The Force Awakens,
I think he hurt his foot or something.
he demanded to do his own stunts, of course. And so he had to run through one of those Star Wars doors. All right. You know, the doors that shut when you're jumping through them?
Yeah.
And he went to do it, and the door closed on his leg and broke his leg. It was a hydraulic door on the Millennium Falcon, and he was running through it, and it pinned him and broke his leg. And so they had to shoot around him while his leg healed. And that delayed the shooting of the Indiana Jones movie. So they're doing of the Star Wars movie, excuse me. So they're doing the Indiana Jones movie, and it happened again. But of course, he's 78 years old. This is the shit that's going to happen. If you have a 78-year-old starring in your movie, don't force them to do stunts or don't allow them to do stunts. This is why there are stuntmen. And now it's with the CGI and stuff as it is. I would never have, because Tom Cruise does the same things, you know. Tom Cruise is out there doing his own stunts, hanging off of planes and doing whatever the hell he does. Although it's cool, you don't really you don't need to have, you know, these people doing their stunts, because you literally can CGI in their face, you know? Like, what I'm saying is Tom Cruise doesn't have to hang out of a plane. You can have a professional do that, you know, and then you could CGI in the face. That seems easy enough, right?
You would think.
Yeah. And if the actors demand to do their own stuff, if I was a director, I would say, okay, you'll do your own stuff, but here's the thing. We're going to record everything else. We're going to film everything else. And then after we filmed everything else, then we'll film some stuff and let you do some stunts. And if they're successful, we'll include them in the film. If they're not successful, then we'll shut down production and let you heal. All of the movies already filmed, you know? I mean, that's how I do it. Am I wrong?
There's probably some sort of money involved with that too. So,
well, I mean, listen,
that's what it all comes down to anyway, because
I would just, I would do it that way, just because that way you're not messing with, these people are on a tight schedule. Like, I was reading about this Flash movie. Have you seen the pictures coming from this Flash movie? They're
for Flashpoint.
Yeah, they're doing it in England. They've got pictures of. They've had pictures of Michael Keaton as Batman, and you know, and the girl that's playing Supergirl, and they've had so these movies, once they start filming them, they move at a pretty quick pace, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie has been filming for less than a month, and they've already moved that far in the story. So, you know, you wrap up, you get those movies wrapped up and as quick as possible, and then you can start on the real work, which is all the CGI and all the other bullshit, so that the movie can, so they'll make their release date on time. You know, I'll tell you, that's why these Marvel movies are so quick. They all wear masks. You know, everybody's wearing a mask. You can hide their faces, like Spider-Man, like this fucking Spider-Man kid. You know, he's not the one doing the stunts. They got like 3 other stunt guys, I'm sure, who are out there doing that stuff. So you get to film it.
And plus, a lot of that stuff is green screen stuff anyway, too. So
you film it, you meet your schedule, and it's done. And that's why they always release on time. When it's Indiana Jones and he's not wearing a mask and stuff, you gotta, you know, that's how you end up injuring the guy.
Well, if you think about it too, like Indiana Jones was always more action, a lot more raw than Star Wars.
Yeah.
And he got hurt on a Star Wars set. Now you're going to have him go back to the one that's even more physically demanding. And, oh, I want to do my own stunts. I've always been Indiana Jones. Hey, Harrison, you ain't that young anymore, buddy.
Yeah, when you're in your 30s and 40s, that's one thing. But you're 78 years old, dude. Dude, you hurt yourself rehearsing. You're 78 years old, and all you're hurting are the fans of that show, the people who want to see it.
Like me.
Yeah, I mean, I love Indiana Jones. I think it's amazing they're making a film, but I don't need to, you know, I don't need to wait to see it because this guy's going to get hurt or killed doing his own stunts. I don't give a shit, you know. Just ridiculous. Speaking of movies, Jerry Seinfeld is writing, directing, and starring in a Netflix movie called Unfrosted.
Oh, thank God.
Do you want to know what Unfrosted is about?
Yeah.
Him and underage girls?
No. Would you like to take a guess what Unfrosted is about? Anybody?
Complete loss.
It's about it's about the origin of the Pop-Tart.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So it's a movie about nothing.
He put out a comedy special on Netflix. It was actually pretty funny. And he does a bit in the comedy special about Pop-Tarts.
What's the deal with Pop-Tarts? Who eats unfrosted Pop-Tarts?
So they took the bit and someone said, you know, that would make a funny movie.
No pop, no tart.
And Netflix goes, okay, we'll produce it. So they're going to do a comedy movie now about the bit that Netflix did.
Who puts microwave directions on a Pop-Tart?
They are doing a movie about the Seinfeld bit. It was a bit about a Pop-Tart, and they're filming a movie that Seinfeld is producing.
Why would they fund this movie?
Oh God! You guys want to hear a little? You want to hear?
These Pop-Tarts are making me thirsty.
This is the Pop-Tart bit from the special. All right.
But when I was a kid, the biggest food thing that happened to me when they invented the Pop-Tart, the back of my head blew right off. You got to think back to when the Pop-Tart came out. It was the 60s. We had toast. We had shredded wheat. It was like wrapping your lips around a wood chipper. And in the midst of that dark and hopeless moment, the Kellogg's Pop-Tart suddenly appeared out of Battle Creek, Michigan, which, as you cereal fans know, is the corporate headquarters of Kellogg's, because it seems like a cereal Silicon Valley of breakfast super scientists conceiving of a frosted fruit-filled heatable rectangles in the same shape as the box it comes in. And with the same nutrition as the box it comes in, too. I don't know how long it took them to invent the Pop-Tart, but they must have come out of that lab like Moses with the 2 tablets of the 10 Commandments. The Pop-Tart is here! 2 in the pocket. 2 slots in a toaster. Let's see you screw this up. Why 2? 1's not enough. 3's too many. And they can't go stale because they were never fresh.
So he's actually turned that bit into a movie, and they're going to start filming it soon. So there you go. Way to go, Jerry Seinfeld, who did a TV show about nothing. So why not
Do a movie about it.
Why not do a movie about nothing as well?
My immediate fear was you were going to say that he got the whole cast of Seinfeld back together to do an entire movie about nothing with all of them. And I'm going, oh, God, no.
That's just fantastic. This is astounding. I mean, this next thing is crazy. All right. A father used CPR to save his daughter. But here's the catch. He learned how to do CPR from The Office. The TV show The Office is where he learned how to do CPR.
Everyone, we need to pump at a pace of 100 beats per minute.
Oh, okay. That's hard to keep track. How many is that per hour?
How's that going to help you?
I will divide and then count to it.
Right.
Okay, well, a good trick is to pump to the tune of Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
Yeah, that's what he did. He remembered the Office episode, and he, while giving CPR to his daughter, he hummed, staying alive. And keeping that beat, he saved his daughter's life. That's amazing, right? Way to go. Way to go. I find that amazing. And TV saved his daughter's life. That's amazing. Good for him. For those of you not like Nick, maybe you're not wanting to lose weight, but you're wanting to gain weight. For those of you gaining weight, if you'd like to know why, there are some sneaky things that contribute to weight gain. And it's stuff that Nick has talked about over the last couple of weeks while I give him grief over his weight loss and talk about how I continue to gain for some reason. But here we go. These are the sneaky things. These are the sneaky things that cause weight gain. All right. Number 1, focusing too much on calories in, calories out. The type of foods matter, not just how many calories you eat. A diet that's heavy in processed food will cause your blood sugar to spike and make you feel hungry all the time.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Number 2, only snacking on unhealthy things. There are healthy snacks too, like nuts. They've got a lot more nutrition going on them than what you get from a donut or a bag of chips. Even if you're counting calories, you go, well, the donut's only blah, blah, blah calories. So it might be within your calorie limits, but it's really not as good for you as like nuts. So they're saying choose healthy snacks.
So if you want to lose some weight, chew on some nuts.
Not every sack has to be your favorite thing in the world to eat. I got to tell you, I was eating peanuts or different types of I'd mix nuts.
Yeah.
As a snack last week.
Yeah.
And I felt a lot better. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
My favorite is still cashews.
Yeah.
Oh, I love getting a can of cashews. I'll sit here and snack on them all the way down the road.
Or almonds, or I like pecans.
Pecans are great too.
Although my wife bought mixed nuts for me.
And
then my brother comes over to the house. Okay.
And he eats them all?
My brother comes over, opens up my fucking mixed nuts and eats all the pecans. I mean, what the hell's that? He eats my favorite part of the mixed nuts. There was when I got into them, there were no pecans left.
That is an invitation for a severe ass beating in the garage.
Yeah.
About the head and neck with a cane.
Yeah. And
you don't eat the pecans and you don't eat the cashews.
I don't know what my brother's up to.
Garbage nuts.
My brother, and then he doesn't talk to me for a while. He sort of disappeared in the last. He was coming over all the time. Now he's disappeared in the last few weeks, or a couple of weeks. And then last week he calls me and hangs up. So I call him back, and I go, "What's up?" He goes, "He had to tell me something." He goes, "I was going to tell you something, but I'll come by tomorrow and tell you." And he never showed up. So it seems to me like he was going to tell me something, and then he backed out of it. You know what I mean? At least that's what I'm getting from his phone calls, from the conversation. But I haven't seen him in. Last time I saw him was when he came over and mowed my yard for me. That's the last time I saw him.
Man, what was he, kidnapped? Attacked?
And that's when he ate the pecans from my mixed nuts.
Oh.
Comes over, opens up my mixed nuts, eats my pecans, and then leaves. Telling you.
He feels shame and never wants to look you in the eye again.
Maybe that's right. But he says he was he goes, "I got to tell you something," and then he never tells me. So
maybe he was going to confess it to you, like you didn't know.
Maybe. Either that or he's got some kind of bad. It's got to be bad news or something, right?
I ate all your pecans.
Yeah. But I know obviously I know he ate all my pecans because I opened up the mixed nuts and I saw there's no pecans.
Maybe it's something that doesn't want to tell you. The phantom shitter struck again.
Who knows?
I've been banned from Target.
I don't know, but he said he's going to tell me something, then he disappeared. By the way, Pete's in the chat room. Pete's in the chat room saying cashews are the least healthy of all nuts. TJ,
don't care.
But what I'm saying is, Nick mentioned this. He said you can eat whatever you want.
Yeah,
but
you got to stay in with your calorie limit.
You can't overeat.
Yep. Yeah. Don't let anyone tell you about carbs and fats and all that kind of stuff. It's math. You stay within your calorie limit. You do us a little exercise, go for a walk at minimum, and you'll lose weight.
Eating vegetables.
You just have to put in the work for it.
It says you can eat. You're supposed to eat vegetables, but not the
I've
wrong
eaten a
kind.
minimum amount of vegetables.
Not the wrong kind. Try not to. Here's what it says. It says, try not to lean on starchy vegetables as much. Like, don't overeat potatoes and peas.
See, that's the you got to look at the wording. Don't overeat.
Yeah.
You can eat the potatoes and peas. You can eat whatever you want.
You can eat more. You can eat more of non-starchy vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, carrots, mushrooms, things like that. You could have more of them. Green beans. Like, I've had this discussion with my nutritionist. One of the first things she said is, we're going to separate vegetables. We're going to start to realize there are two different types of vegetables. And so that's what she's been dealing with me. And she goes, you just can't have, and this is what my nutritionist says. She goes, you separate into their own category. So if you're going to have, you have a protein, a vegetable, a starch, like you have one of each, you know what I mean? And she goes, you don't double up on the starches. She goes, like, people say, oh, I've been dieting and watching my calories. And she goes, but you're not really watching your calories if you're having like I'm going to have chicken and I'm going to have potatoes and corn.
Yeah.
But you can't have that.
Yeah, you can.
Potatoes and corn are two different types of starches.
So?
And she
calories and starches are two different things.
But my nutritionist is, that's what she says. She goes, separate them. You can have a chicken, potato, and green beans.
Sure.
Or
you can do
chicken,
that too.
potato, or broccoli. Separate your vegetables. She goes, don't group them into one thing because they're not all grouped into one, you know. So I've been listening to that, you know. And by the way, the other sneaky reason you gain weight, too much sitting around. Well, I can't walk. American Heart Association says we need at least 2 hours and 30 minutes of moderate exercise a week. For example, if you take a 30-minute brisk walk 5 times a week, you're fine. Like Nick. It doesn't mention Nick in the article, but
no,
that's what he's doing.
Bragger.
That and that fucking P90 whatever bullshit.
P90X.
P90 triple X.
TikTok swinger parties.
Yeah. You know,
I went to the Y the other day, got on the elliptical, 6 miles. Oh, it was wonderful.
Look at that. Look at him. Boy,
Bragging
he's bragging.
600 calories burned.
When he gets home from that swinger party,
probably drop another 15 pounds while he's down there.
Yeah. He's going to go right back and he's going to get right back with the rest of us. Start gaining weight.
Nope, I'm going to be using the gym at the hotel.
What? Are you serious? You got a hotel with a gym?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think the healthiest, one of the healthiest times of my life is when I got the job in New York. They brought me out there to do the show, and I lived in some type of residential place, you know what I mean? Some hotel that had a residential inn or whatever. And we lived in this residential inn for so many weeks until we found our apartment and everything. I'm telling you, this had a right down the floor that we lived on. Right down the floor, they had an exercise room. And they had a TV. And the TV had The Simpsons on. Simpsons replays, you know. And every day that we lived in this place, every day I would go down to the exercise room and I would get on the treadmill and run while The Simpsons was on. And here I was in my 20s. I'm in my 20s.
Your knees didn't hurt?
No, I didn't have any pain in my knees. And I would watch The Simpsons and jog for a half an hour. Oh my God, it was the best I felt. And then when we moved out, we moved from there, we moved into our a home. And I stopped that working out, you know, and immediately started gaining weight. And I think that's when my weight gain really, really began and really started getting bad. That's when I was in New York. But it was right after, there was like 2 or 3 weeks there. It was the healthiest I ever felt. It was amazing. because every day I got up and I jogged and watched The Simpsons, and I was happy about it.
Yeah, I've been on the elliptical, and I put on the Flash TV show, and I watched that.
It's amazing. That's the key.
You gotta put on. You have to do something that's distracting to what you're doing, and then by the time it's over, you're like, oh shoot,
like
I've gone 6 miles.
I'll go work out at Fit Club, and I will get on the news step, right? And I'm working out, and one of the guys from Fit Club will come talk to me sometimes. His name is Michael, and he'll talk to me about baseball. He'll talk to me about baseball while I'm on the news step. And literally, next thing you know, I'll look down, it'll be 30 minutes. I'll be like, oh shit, you know. And I won't even realize it's going on because I've been listening to this conversation and joining into this conversation.
He knows
for
what
30
he's doing.
minutes. Yeah.
He's distracting you.
And
Keep you on track.
The girl that's the nutritionist there, her little sister went to preschool with my daughter. So her little sister was friends with Bella when she was 3 or 4 years old, however old they were. And when we had Bella's birthday party at our old house on Sequoia in Chatham, this girl's sister and mother were at my house. So that's how I got to know her. So she'll come over. So she and Michael are coming over, and they're talking about, and this girl played softball in college. And so they're talking about baseball, and I'm involved in the conversation. Next thing you know, 35 minutes go by. I didn't even realize it was just like nothing, you know. Those are the best days. Yeah, Adam says it's like cycling and listening to the Morning Disaster. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wish I had a show of people that I like that I could listen to in the morning and work out. Why can't I have my Ray Lytle and Nick Miner and TJ Who's a What's It?
Thanks.
TJ Who's a What's It?
You know what I mean?
That's a great last name.
Like, why can't I have, you know, why can't I have a show like this one that I liked that I could work out and listen to? No. I'm not given that opportunity. Well, I don't want to listen to myself, you know.
He does that every day.
Yeah, that would just be
right.
You know, Adam says, listen to the podcast. No, I'm not going to listen to myself.
He'd sit there and critique himself all the way through it.
Yeah, you're right, TJ. That's what I would do.
It would drive him nuts.
I would be critiquing myself. I'd go, God damn it, I blew it there. God damn it.
That's why I don't listen to
He'd be air checking himself
it anymore. Yeah.
I'm not going to listen to TJ's anti-vax shows.
There it is.
Oh, go wobble stomp. Get your cardio that way.
So I gotta, you know, I do like Howard Stern, but
you gotta pay a lot to have Stern, though.
Yeah, and I don't have earbuds. You know what I mean? If I had earbuds, then I could listen to stuff when I work out.
You mean
but all I have is you know, like talking about those AirPods that go into your ears and they don't have cords. If I had those, it'd be fine, but I don't have those. I have
you can get some decent ones cheap on Amazon.
Yeah.
You got to have money to do that, though.
I mean, we just had Father's Day, and one of the things
you just won big.
I did just. By the way, I did just win last night. Yeah. I mean, I didn't win a ton of money, but I won.
I've got a spare pair of wireless headphones I can give you. I'll give them to you at the baseball game. Just remind me.
Oh, really? Cool. Yeah. Yeah. So, oh well. Oh well. Yeah.
And Fat 420's got a pair of shoes for you to help you with your waffle stuff.
Oh my God.
I wish Fat 420 wore shoes in the shower.
It's like
That'd be
5 minutes
great.
before the show ends.
That'd be great. You know, if he was wearing shoes in the shower, that would make it better.
Like special waffle stomping shoes.
Yeah. Or Crocs. Waffle stomping shower Crocs. Oh my God.
Oh, I see a marketing venture right now.
Available from Rayco Products.
No, my daughter just got me headphones for Father's Day. They're actually very nice. But they have cords.
Oh, they're wired.
Yeah, they're wired. So when I work out, if I had some kind of the ones that don't have a cord, I could listen to something while working out. You know. But I just I think less of people that overdo that, you know. What can I say? Oh, well, we should probably wrap it up today and come back tomorrow with a subscriber show. I'll be back this afternoon with more picks, sports picks for you gamblers like myself.
Do you want to go back on again around 1 today? For Kathy?
No, Kathy's doing her chemo right now.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's doing it. She's been doing it this morning. Obviously, I don't know if she had a chance to listen because I haven't seen her in the chat room, but she posted on Facebook that she was doing it in the morning. So, yeah, if she was doing it in the afternoon, I would have just canceled this morning's show and done it live, you know. Oh, well. We'll wrap it up today. Be back tomorrow with a subscriber show. Thank you so much for listening. You guys are fantastic. Adam, best of luck with your biopsy, my friend. Steve, I hope your tumor isn't secretly plotting to cause you pain.
Uh-oh.
I hope that that's not going on. I would hate to think your tumor was somehow against you.
Thank you for mentioning Raymond.
Oh, God.
As you know, as Steve's tumor, I am a big fan of Fat 420. And knowing that Steve is not has angered me. In fact, I'm considering getting a sharp object and occasionally rubbing it into Steve's spine to cause sharp pains to him whenever he says something bad about waffle stomping. Because I am such a fan of Fat 420. Unlike some people. Oh, Nick. I wish my cancerous self could have gone inside Nick. Oh, that would be wonderful. If only I could spread.
Spread this.
If only I could spread to other people. Oh, it would be wonderful. Fat 420 forever.
Well, sounds like Steve's tumor has some problems. All right. Thank you guys so much for viewing and listening. Thank God. We'll be back tomorrow with a subscriber show. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye, everybody.